So my injury is a UCL tear. My equipment is free weight, specifically a dumbbell, and my limitation is the grade level. My scenario is a lacrosse goalie was clearing the ball to the midfield, and her opponent came from behind and hit the top of her stick as she was going through the throwing motion. She stopped midway through, and she said she felt a sharp pain through her medial elbow. She was evaluated and was said to have a UCL sprain of the elbow, grade 1. After my initial eval, I had the athlete hooked up to a game ready for some ice and compression to help with swelling. For her return to play, we do some ice and stim for pain management, as well as the following exercises. For my first exercise that demonstrates isometric muscle activity, we are doing a high plank. The primary muscle used is the rectus abdominis, latissimus dorsi, rectus spinae, obliques, biceps, triceps, and deltoids.
High plank.
Okay. For my exercise that demonstrates a close kinetic chain isotonic muscle activity is tricep dips. The primary muscle used are the triceps, biceps, deltoids, pectoralis major, minor, and traps. On the motion down of the dip, so flexing the elbow, the concentric is the biceps and traps, and the eccentric is the triceps, deltoids, pectoralis major, and minor. For an exercise that demonstrates open kinetic chain isotonic muscle activity is the overhead med ball slams. The primary muscle used is triceps, latissimus dorsi, pectoralis major, minor, rectus abdominis, and traps. On the throwing motion down, so shoulder extension, the concentric is rectus abdominis, triceps, pectoralis major, and minor, and the eccentric is the latissimus dorsi. So then, my first exercise for the specific equipment is pronation and supination with a dumbbell. Primary muscle used is the biceps brachii, supinator, and pronator teres. On the motion of the pronation of the hand, the concentric is biceps brachii and pronator teres, and the eccentric is the supinator. Okay. And then for my second exercise, using the free weights, we are going to do internal rotation, external rotation at 90 degrees with the dumbbell. The primary muscle uses supraspinatus, infraspinatus, teres, minor, and deltoids. On the motion of bringing the weight down, parallel with the floor, so the internal rotation. The concentric is infraspinatus and teres minor, and the eccentric is deltoid and supraspinatus. My limitation is the grade level of the UCL sprain. The severity of the sprain determines the weight we would use and the reps and sets. The specific injury I have listed as a grade 1, but the higher the grade, there could be a surgical intervention. Some precautions would be the severity of the sprain, swelling in the elbow, and pain level that athlete experiences. The weight when doing external and internal rotation should be a precaution because the UCL is stretching in the position and is more vulnerable, so the weight should not be too heavy to re-injure the structure.